YouTube, it is I, Zach Maker. Welcome to another Pokemon Draft Analysis. This is I, Zach Maker, your coach in the Canadian Cereledges, as you see on the bottom right, or bottom left. And there's a Cereledge, and we are a part of the Latios ALPHA Division for your Soul Dew Association. Yeah, am I recording this the day week 1 uploads are due? Probably, potentially, maybe. But look, we're alphas, and that means that I'm cool, and I'm part of the cool division. I made the semifinals last season, and how I lost was because that Latios on that logo missed Draco Meteor. Fraudios. So, last 2,000 dollars here, I drafted Latios. Am I going to draft Latios again? Tune in to find out. So, let's talk about the format. This is a high-tier Tera format, but it's a little different, as Zarude, Raging Bull, and Tornadus Therian, the 3 strongest Tera captains, are banned. And the Crossbuff, because they hate me. So, when planning on my first pick, I actually decided to go for a Tera captain. No matter what pick I was, as long as I was a top 3, I was pretty much always going for this Pokemon, and I got 13th pick. So not a very ideal draft pick. I had this draft pick in another league, and my draft turned out to be complete shit. So, let's hope this team ain't too bad. So our first Pokemon that we picked up was Tera Ogerpon Wellspring. Tera Ogerpon Wellspring, in my opinion, is the best Tera captain allowed in this entire draft. This Pokemon is so strong with its Tera cudgels doing lots of damage. This Pokemon is very difficult to switch into, and you have to dedicate Tera to it, so if I have other Pokemon around me that can punish those Tera typings, then I'm going to be in a good spot. Ogerpon gets good coverage from most Tera options, like Tera Dragon being one of the standard Teras to counter this mon, you can play route. Or Tera Grass options, you can click U-turn. So, Ogerpon Wellspring, while it can only Tera Water, it actually has a lot of flexibility in its sets, due to its ability to get a Spadef boost. So you can actually run a really bulky Ogerpon that can take hits and pivot, or just do lots of damage, heal up, yada yada yada. So yeah, I feel like Tera Wellspring is a very strong Tera captain in this format, and something I'm really looking forward to using. So, with our next pick, I wanted to get my 120 plus speed tier, and I was between Dio Speed and Tornadus Therian. I decided to go with Bird Up, the Tornadus Therian, as I wanted more pivoting to this team. I wanted a Regenerator mon, and you know I like my Tornadus. This Torn I've been drafting this guy a little too much lately. I love Torn, okay? Especially when he hits his moves. He's really good when he does that. And I know I lost semifinals since I missed Draco Meteor with Latios, so Torn, you better not make me lose a playoffs game. Yeah, Torn, he's a really cool guy. He likes to fly. He's very strong. And he's very good defensively and offensively, and I feel like he pairs pretty well with Ogerpon. It's a speed tier mon that doesn't really like facing a Tera Wellspring, so yeah. I also like that this mon can really punish grass types, which is probably the biggest threat to Wellspring, to be honest, is U-turn is not that strong, and you want to stay in with your Ogerpon to get kills, right? You don't want to switch. So having something to punish grass Tera is very strong, and Torn does that perfectly. Next Pokemon we drafted was Raging Bolt. I don't know how this guy made it to round 3. How I like to describe my team so far is I have the 2 Tera guys that should Tera. I would Tera and Torn if I could. But yeah, he's banned and Bolt is banned. I got the banned guys on my team. Tera Raging Bull, not Tera Raging Bull, regular Raging Bull, a very strong Dragon type, very bulky as well. What I really like about Raging Bull is it's just so bulky and strong. It's another pivot. I love its priority option in Thunderclap, makes it very strong in the priority front. And yeah, it gives me a very solid tank, gives me a slower speed tier as well, so if I get Shroom, it's okay in there. And yeah, Raging Bull's a very strong Pokemon. I love this mon so much. I love this mon so much. It's so tanky, it just doesn't die. And it usually always gets a kill, so that's why I really like it. It's kind of like Iron Dance in that sense. Now, I wanted to get my Steel type next, and I wanted Jirachi, but Jirachi got sniped, so I had to go to my backup in Scizor! Scizor gives me a pivoting Steel, which I really wanted, so Scizor, Iron Crown, and Jirachi were my priorities, with Jirachi and Jirachi and Scizor being the 2 I wanted more. The reason I didn't want Iron Crown was because I already had 2 big special attackers, so I wanted to even it out with a physical attacker. And I didn't mind having Jirachi's utilities. I didn't have any hazards yet, besides Pokemon Spikes, so Jirachi having rocks would be really nice, right? But we got Scizor instead, because Jirachi got taken. So yeah, Scizor is great pivot. Gives me more priority with Bullet Punch, and is a nasty Swords Hand Sweeper. It's also a Steel type, not weak to ground, which is nice as well. Not that my team is really bad in the ground types, but I feel like it pairs pretty well with Tera Wellspring and Bolt, as its only weakness is fire and have the best water type in the game. and I have a really solid dragon, so fires aren't the biggest issue for my team, so I felt like Scizor fit really well with it. Now the next Pokemon I got was Glimmora. I really wanted my grounded poison, and also having removal is really nice. Scizor is kind of cope removal. Glimmora is not like the best removal, but I've always wanted to grab this one. I've used this mod only one other time with Scizor, funny enough, and it was in the EVA, and I felt like I never really brought it. So I'm hoping to bring it more this time. And yeah, this mod seems so much fun. I remember really liking bringing Meteor Beam sets on this guy when I had him, so that's probably the set I'm leaning towards. But yeah, Glimmora is just a really strong Pokemon, but it also has many hazard options. And again, I have good answers to ground types currently, so I felt like that I was comfortable getting this quad week round 1. Yeah, this Pokemon's just really strong. Good speed tier for my team as well. And of course, every hazard in the game means you have to respect my hazards mode, which is really crucial to my opinion. Now, the next Pokemon I really wanted to get a Fairy type, so I got Tera Hatterene as my second Tera captain. I was between Sylveon and Hatterene, but I actually really like the idea of Tera Hat, as Ogerpon doesn't need a Tera every week, I feel, so I feel like having a really strong secondary option is very important. So Tera Hatterene gives me a very solid secondary Tera option, being able to really improve its calm mindset, so this mod can be even scarier. I'm really excited to use Hatterene again. It's been a really long time since I've gotten to draft this one, so I'm super excited to get to use Hatterene, and I've always wanted to use it with Tera. It's one of my favorite mods of all time, so yeah, Hatterene's just fucking awesome, dude. So yeah, I'm really fucking excited to get to use Hat again. Very strong secondary Tera, so I feel like my team has gone off to a really good start. So yeah, now next I have to get a typical Sackmander Pokemon. No, well, not yet. We're gonna get our Dark type. We need a Dark and Ground type. Tinglu is not there, so we got Crocodile. Crocodile is here to give us another rocker. Gives us the Ground Dark type, 2 types we don't have. Very strong knockoff user, great abilities Intimidate and Moxie. Very versatile Pokemon in that sense. Band and Scarf are very good sets on this mod. Also just the bulky Leftovers variant, Salt Vest. This mod can really do a lot. It's a very flexible, bulky ground, and I was super glad it made it to me. So I have Glimmora, so I really wanted to get a good spin blocker. So I got Rotom again. If you've been watching my channel, this is the second time I've drafted it. In the current upload league cycles, I'm just spoiling for another upload league I'm not doing a draft analysis for. I drafted Rotom there too. In another league, I drafted Rotom as well. So 3 out of my 5 upload leagues, I have Rotom. And the only two other leagues I don't have Rotom is because my team is not focused around hazards at all. So I think it's kind of funny. It's like every hazard team I have, I draft this guy. I love Rotom. I think Rotom's an amazing spin blocker. I kind of got hooked onto it when I first tried it out in IDL low tier. And then I started to use it in high tier leagues, and I've been loving it. LGA in particular, a league that I'm not uploading, but a league that I've been playing in. Rotom is just such a clutch Pokemon, so I've been just trying to draft him every time. I love this guy as a spin blocker. He's very solid. Does everything he needs to do every week, which is what I love about Rotom. So yeah, I drafted Rotom for that reason. Now, here I was kind of stuck on what to get next, so I asked some friends for some advice, and my friend Mr. G suggested I get Tauros Paldea Blaze. And I was like, hey, this guy's pretty cool. You know, he's wagging his tail, and he's a firefighting type, 2 types I don't have. He also gives me 100 speed tier. My team's a little bit on the slower side, so felt like Tauros just really helped bridge that. Gives me another Intimidate user, so yeah, he's a pretty solid mod. I really liked regular Paldea Tauros when I drafted it. It was also a low tier though, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna like Tauros Blaze. Every time I drafted this mod, I've loved it. So we'll see how that goes. And the last Pokemon, I felt like my team was really perfect at this point, so I just got Webs. I'm dying with hazards. He can come to a game, I don't know. If I really don't see myself using this, I'll probably trade him out, but I think Webs with this draft is really good. I think Webs with Tera Wellspring is very strong, as my Scarf options aren't as great as most teams, so I feel like just having Webs is very valuable here. So yeah, this is my SDA draft. I think it's very strong this season. I think this is one of the better drafts in the league. And one of my personal better drafts in general out of my upload leagues. If I had to do a ranking, MDL is definitely my worst team, and UDL is my best team. I would say this is up there with ICE and my other team as well. Oh, like the 3, like basically my MDL is dog shit. I think my 4 out of my 5 upload league teams are very good. My MDL one is not as good, obviously. I felt like I have a lot of code mods on that team. This team, I feel like all my mods have a niche, at least, so yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited to use this team. So with that out the way, guys, I'll see you all for week 1, which will be uploaded probably today. As I'm recording this, I'm probably going to release this, and then released in week 1. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all for week 1 where we're fighting Josh, the coach of the Stardust Supremes.